media madness. This week, President Trump's running mate J.D. Vance addressed a tragic school shooting in Georgia. Let's take a listen to what he said.
You've got some states with very strict gun laws, and you've got some states that don't have strict gun laws at all. And the states with strict gun laws, they have a lot of school shootings. And the states without strict gun laws, some of them have school shootings too. So clearly, strict gun laws is not the thing that is going to solve this problem. What is going to solve this problem, and I really do believe this, is look, I don't like this. I don't like to admit this. I don't like that this is a fact of life. But if you are a psycho and you want to make headlines, you realize that our schools are soft targets. We've got to bolster security so that if a psycho wants to walk through the front door and kill a bunch of children, they're not able to. And again, as a parent, do I want my kids' school to have additional security? No, of course I don't. I don't want my kids to go to school in a place where they feel like you've got to have additional security, but that is increasingly the reality that we live in.
But of course, the Associated Press misrepresented those comments, writing, quote, J.D. Vance says school shootings are a fact of life, calls for better security. Unbelievable. For more on this, let's bring in Tony Kinnett and Jarrett Stepman, both columnists with the Daily Signal. What do you think about that, Jarrett? I mean, totally mischaracterizing, misrepresenting what J.D. Vance said there.
Yeah, it's really not surprising, honestly. I think we've seen an escalation of misrepresentations, especially with Vance, especially on this issue, I think. And the fact that they deleted this post, AP, doesn't stop the story from breaking out. I think we've already seen Democrat politicians go with the exact same distortion that the AP and many other news sources with. So the lie has already been out there. It continues to spread. There's no stopping it. And I have to say, it seems intentional.
You know, Tony, the original AP tweet went viral. And of course, Kamala Harris, she jumped on it. Well, one of her handlers, somebody wrote, school shootings are not just a fact of life. It doesn't have to be this way. We can take action to protect our children, and we will. Tony, what do you think about that? That she's so eager to demonize Vance. And I can guarantee it, she never even heard the entire everything that he said.
Well, I think it's pretty rich that Kamala Harris or whatever intern that wrote that seems to forget that she's responsible for losing over 350,000 migrant children who came across the border during her administration. Yet at the same time, I would like to point out that, as we all just heard, amazing how video clips work like that, we heard that he wasn't even saying school shootings are a fact of life. He's saying that this trend that people viewing schools as soft targets has become a fact of life that he hates. And then immediately went into conversations that should be a bipartisan conversation about upping security. And I'm not really quite sure what drove the AP to make this story, but I'll tell you, I'm really proud to have been one of the accounts bullying them until they took that tweet down, and then also edited their article and the headline in that article on their website as well, because it's just petulant garbage.
Mm-hmm. And you know, it feels like they're not even trying anymore to hide their disdain for the Republican Party. Now, Jarrett, the White House's propaganda puppets at MSDNC also politicized the shooting, blaming Republicans for not passing gun laws. Take a look.
As we've said before, and as Kamala Harris said yesterday, this is a choice that Republican legislators make every single day to not pass meaningful gun safety laws.
Oh, but Joe, this is not the time to talk about that. That's what they always say.
So, Jarrett, what do you think about that? And I want your response, Tony, as well.
Yeah, I mean, this is just a manufactured narrative for a manufactured campaign. I mean, that's what this amounts to. I mean, if they say, well, Republicans don't want to talk about this issue. I mean, you saw in that clip. I mean, Vance does want to talk about this issue. He wants to talk about safety in schools. He wants to talk about having police officers like the ones that actually stopped the shooting in Georgia. The fact that you have a candidate, Kamala Harris, who said that she wants to take cops out of classrooms. She said that's a problem. You don't have a media that's particularly curious about that issue. Has she changed? Are her values the same as she said in an interview? We don't know. We see a media that wants to distort about one campaign, but doesn't want to find the truth about another. I think that's the message of this campaign cycle.
Tony, 20 seconds to you.
I got a question. Is it legal for minors to own firearms? Is it legal to give a minor a firearm? Is it legal to carry an AR-15 on school grounds in Georgia? Is it legal to fire on another human being? No, there are laws on the books against that. But just magically slapping the legal posturing isn't going to solve some kind of an issue. It's a cultural problem in this country. It has been, and it will be.
No, it doesn't. But they can't miss an opportunity to somehow blame the Republicans, blame Trump for everything. We have to leave it right there. Tony Kinnett, Jarrett, Stepman, thank you guys so much. And that's all we have for this evening.